Okay, so excuse the banging in the background, there's just repairs on the house, but, anyway, today I'm gonna be going over what counts as a minifigure. So, basically, yeah, I'm using Loki as my standard figure, because Loki Season 2 just dropped, but, yeah, this is a standard minifigure. He just has legs, he's got a torso, and he has a headpiece. And this is what makes up a standard minifigure, really. Some figures, of course, have attachments at the hip or neck, and the majority of them do have a hairpiece or a helmet or something, but that's your standard figure, basically. Now, some minifigures do have specialized body pieces, for example, or specialized pieces in general. For example, Nateri from LEGO Avatar, she has longer arms and legs. Personally, I do think she does count, because, I mean, she goes together the same way. I mean, she does have visible legs, torso, and head, there we go. So yeah, she even has a hairpiece that's compatible with figures, whoops. There we go. And also a hip piece that's compatible with figures, and really, there's not really much of a difference between these two. The only difference is that, she's Dutch. And basically, there are two rules I have which defines a figure. It's like compatible with an actual minifigure, then I think it counts. Say, for example, the skeleton, because it's just a normal minifigure head. The robots from Nexonites. I hate to say it, but this counts as well. The specialized body pieces for some figures, the only ones I have is, whoever this guy is from Trolls, Robotnik, and Hagrid. Because all of these have very specialized upper body pieces, but, like, you can still put normal legs in them and such. So, I do think, these fine gentlemen count. It's not just, like, legs and, heads, though. Because some minifigures, like the Scurriers from Nexonites, the Rock Monsters from Power Miners, and Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time, all of them do have normal arm connections, so this is compatible with a normal minifigure. And, yeah, just put that back in. Same with the Rock Monsters, although it's actually pretty hard to take out, but you can see it just inside of the mouth there. And, of course, with the Scurriers here. Same arms as Lumpy Space Princess, by the way. I also do believe that the figures from Fabuland count, because the arms are connected in the same way. See, it's a little hard to take out with the older figures, but, trust me, they are in there, and I have put these arms on actual figures. I think it might be easier with this one. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, it's just a normal arm connection right there. The other thing is, I believe a figure counts as a minifigure if it belongs with a certain group. So, say for example, R2-D2, he belongs with the other Star Wars characters. Because he doesn't use any minifigure pieces per se, but he fits in the group, so I think he deserves to be part of that. Same goes for Scooby-Doo, which I do not have, but personally, in my opinion, I think he counts as a minifigure, even if Brickset doesn't say so. This also applies to the Minions, and this also applies to, in my opinion, Lotso. Now, Lotso doesn't use any minifigure pieces, and he doesn't count as a minifigure on Brickset, but he fits in with the characters. I mean, it's not really much of a height difference. And also another thing, I do believe size does matter. So, say for example, with this fine, he's not really a fine gentleman, he's fucking hideous, but, like, he's about the same size as the Avatar figures, which by extension is basically around the height of Woody, so there's not really, like, a ton of time in between them, really. There we go. So, I do think that, despite the fact there's all one piece, I do think it counts. And while I'm here, may as well just get rid of the elephant in the room. I do think LEGO Friends figures count as minifigures, because they go together the same way as a normal minifigure would. And, I mean, they have compatible pieces, so yeah, to me, a LEGO Friends character is not really much different to a minifigure, aside from the obvious different body shape. And to finish off this section, I'm just gonna be, just saying I do think big figs count. Because, I mean, they fit in with figures and, you know, they're part of the same group. I mean, Roadhog, he goes along with the Overwatch characters. Sandy, he goes along with the Monkey Kid characters, perfectly. The Hulk from Marvel, I think he counts. Mungus from Chima, I think he also counts. Dogshank, yeah, I think all of those count. Now we begin stuff that, in my opinion, doesn't count as a minifigure. And first off, I'm going to be going over these very odd, specialized characters from, I think Lego Basic or Homemaker or something. It's like an old Lego theme from like the early 1980s, but I have one of them here, and in my opinion, this does not count as a figure. I mean, it doesn't fit in with the other characters or anything, really. It's just its own thing, and yeah, just doesn't count in my opinion. Not at all. Another which I really do not think counts as a figure is basically characters that are brick built, but are still classified as a figure for some reason. Say, for example, literally everyone in the Lego Mario line. The Gonk Droid, Lightning McQueen, and I do have some brick-built robots here as well, and for some reason all of these are classified as minifigures on brick sets, but I mean, does this look like a minifigure to you? It's a random brick-built character. This, not at all. I think he's a named character, but even the named characters I don't think count. I mean, like Tidy, like, I think his name was from Ninjago, like, he does sort of fit in, but, I mean, he's not really, like, you know, he doesn't really belong with anyone else, aside from, like, Echo Zane, maybe. But, personally, I just don't think this brick-built character counts, because it's not, like, made up of any minifigure pieces. The closest thing is the head, which is printed, but, I mean, I don't know. Gonk Droid, yeah, I've already said that. Lightning McQueen, I guess you could say that he does belong with, like, a Pixar lineup, but, I mean, it's made up of literal Lego pieces. Like, this is not a minifigure in any way. I don't know why anyone would see this or count this as a minifigure, because it's not. It's a brick-built character. Okay, here's an interesting case. Minecraft mobs. This, I don't really have a lot of Minecraft sets anymore, but this is what I have that isn't Steve or Alex. And according to Brickset, if it's around this, like, if it's humanoid-ish, it counts. So, basically, these three here count as figures, according to Brickset. These three don't. And honestly, I kind of have to agree. I mean, the zombie is a zombie. I guess, this is sort of brick built, but I mean, it fits in, and I mean, it even has like a normal Minecraft head, so personally, I think it does count. And the zombie pigman, it's just a Lego baby piece, and I do think Lego babies count as figures. So, while I'm here, I may as well get out some of the smaller things that I do believe count. So, we have Throg from Marvel, the normal Lego baby piece, and also this guy from Overwatch. And I think these four do count as minifigures, even though these two are just one piece. These two, you can only really move the head. So I do think figures around this size that are definitive figures, I do think they do count in my opinion. Also, I forgot to mention this in the segment where I talk about things that I do think count, but I just want to quickly go over them here. So, I feel like stuff like this guy from Toy Story, Battle Droids, and Golem, I do think that they do count in my opinion, because like I said, they fit in with the current figure lineup. Even if these two are literally three pieces. And that's basically the whole video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and tell me in the comments, what do you think counts as a minifigure or not? So, I'll see you later. Goodbye.